Hello and good afternoon. So I got these envelopes at an estate sale. Matter of fact, the estate sale that I went to, that I bought the house for my son. And I thought, sorry, I'm trying to. This camera drives me crazy. Okay. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, Lord. So I only paid a quarter for this box. There are a lot in this for a quarter. And then they gave me these couple. So we're going to work on the small ones. I'm just going to grab a few out and move the box out of my way. Hello, Sandy. Good morning. How are you feeling? I heard you were under the weather a little bit. You're a funny woman. Hey, Tammy. So they're just those little envelopes. And we're going to mix medium up. I have to do one for Christmas. So we're going to start with Christmas. Christmas time, you know. Yeah, Sassy Sandy. She's sassy. I've come to realize that in the last few days. Funny. She's got a good sense of humor. I'm on new medication for my nerves in my hand. And I told Scott, if I seem loopy to you, I feel stoned. It's very give me lightheadedness. I called the doctor and he said that's expected. So, because I had to take one last night, 2 today, and then I go to 3 a day, and it's body adjusting to it. But I did not wake up with the hands that I felt numb. So that's a good sign. Oh, yeah. Until I can get my test done. I tell you about the test I have to do? Oh my God. It seems painful. They're going to put little needles in my arms and my hands. And that's the extent I know of it. The doctor wasn't pleased that I had to wait till January. They couldn't get me in any sooner. So he's trying. I hope they work. It works too. But he was gonna try. And he's gonna call the clinic, or it's the same place I go. But he was gonna call and see if they can push me up to get me in sooner than a month. That's hysterical. Oops. I was telling my neighbor. I showed my neighbor the video. And she just busted laughing. And then I said, this was sent by an elderly person. I said, that's in their 70s. I said, I don't know what's more funny, the video or the fact that 70-ish lady sent it to a friend and the friend forwarded it to me. And I said, I don't know what was more funnier, the fact where it came from and who sent it. I still couldn't believe it. I'm gonna lose it again. I said it, and then I told her what Sandy said afterwards. And I told them, I said I would have to need extra large googly eyes. I found my Christmas stencils. I have more. I should get them. Oh, I'm gonna lose it all over again. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. guys are sassy. Oh my god. Oh, guys are really sassy. I guess so. My father-in-law was like that too. You never, I wouldn't expect something to come out of his mouth, and it did, and I'd be like, oh. That's the same Merry Christmas? Oh, yeah. That's the same Merry Christmas, isn't it? Huh. I'll put that aside. I send that to a friend. Yeah. I don't need two of them. Okay. But I don't know. Let's start. Okay. So this is poinsettias in the berries. Then we got snowflakes. So what I'm thinking is, how do I do this? And you can decorate these and still mail them, by the way, because I asked my postman. I think what I'm going to start is just tapping some blue in spots. I'm going to do a couple different colored blues. You never know when an older lady is capable. We are full of surprises. You definitely are full of surprises. Definitely. Like my father-in-law said to me one day, us older folks have been around the world a couple of times, you know, Tino. We didn't live under a rock. I told him, well, don't tell your grandkids that because they think you did. He surprised Diamond because Diamond had to interview an older person for a class. So, of course, she interviewed her grandfather. And one of the questions was, were you a virgin before on your wedding day? And Diamond just expected him to say yes. And he goes, no. And she goes, with grandma, right? He goes, yes, with grandma. But, he said, your grandmother and I were already engaged, was together since she was 13. I was 16. And I was 18 and she was 17, he says. Wasn't like it happened right away. She goes, oh, I always thought it wasn't until your wedding day. And he goes, nope. Right before he left to go into Marines. And She calls me up. She goes, Mom, Grandma, and Grandpa had sex before they were married. And I'm like, so? She goes, but they're my grandparents. I thought it was hilarious. She'd okay, we're gonna dry it. Oh God, he was like, yes, he was. I mean, his birthday was this week, his 26th. It was hard on both Scott and I because we always spent it with them. But, and Scott and I, you have to understand, Scott and I spent a lot of time with my father-in-law. Even before my mother-in-law passed away, we'd see my in-laws at least once a week. That's just how we lived. But once Mom passed away, we didn't want him to be alone. Sorry about the camera. There we go. So we only lived 6 doors down from him. We always included him in everything we did. And, oh, thank you. Dinners and breakfasts, and we were here constantly. And I cleaned his house for him. And we did the outdoors, like the leaves, the grass, whatever needed to be done. We were the ones to do it. But there was times where we just came down not to do anything. We came down to visit him because that's one thing I said to Scott. We can't just go down there and do chores. So we'd come down and we'd spend a few hours with him just talking and spending time with him. So it was, I said to Scott the other day, it's so quiet. You know what I mean? It's like you lose it when we lost him. It's like we lost part of our life, kind of the responsibility. And you're like, now what do you do? Well, we bought his house. So we're doing the things in the house. And finding little treasures. That's what I like. When me and Scott, or I start going through something and I find, because there was a lot in his house that that Scott's sister just chose not to even look at. So we found a jar in the basement. He kept Scott's marbles from when Scott was a kid. Scott didn't even know it. So I'm going to buy a container. I'm going to display them because I think they're cool. And Scott, we were laughing because Scott didn't know he still. Dad brought him a thing from work. That was a big, like, solid steel ball that was in there. But Scott goes, I thought they were gone. Like Scott says, I was a kid. They just kind of, I grew out of them. I figured they're gone. Nope, they're in a jar in the basement. It's kind of things like that. My nephew's rocking chair that my nephew when he was little. And now he's a dad. And I surprised him with that. We didn't tell him when he came up for Xavier's wedding. I said, John, we have something for you. He's like, okay. And we brought him to the car, and he was like, oh my God. He totally forgot it. He's like, I remember this. I thought Grandma got rid of it. Nope. It was in the basement in a corner. And the thing is I was going to keep it for Riley because I just figured it was a Christmas chair that Mom had for the kids, I went to clean it, on the backside of the sitting portion. Dad took his tool with the letters and wrote to John from Grandpa and Grandma Massey in a year. So that's how I knew it was his. And he thought it was so cool that he's like, I would have never known. I said, well, it's yours. I just gave Xavier his from it. His was a little Tykes one, or step 2 one, and John's was a wood one. I guess she bought every grandchild a chair, but nobody knows what happened to BJ's. It seems like that. And I still get these. So, because we get more mail for Dad than we do ourselves here. All these cards that come in the mail from, what's this one from? Oh, what does it say? Sometimes they tell you where they're from. But this was B.D. Anderson Cancer Center Children's Art Projects. Asking for donations. Oh. All right. Oh. Wow. Dropped it. I'll make sure my seal. Come on. Unseal. There we go. A little rip, but that's all right. I should have did it like this. I'll have to remember that next time. Okay. Alrighty. There. All right. Oh, man, that's on there tight. So do. It's good. I'm trying my best just to get the leaves, or whatever you want to call them. Oh, my son found his cat, by the way. You want to hear this one? It was always in the house. It was stuck under his washer. Under it. Not behind it, under it. They said, because I said to Xavier, did you look underneath or behind the washer and dryer? And he's like, yeah, Mom. And so he's downstairs doing something, and he hears meow over and over and over. So he followed it, and there she was stuck under the washer all that time. How? The space was only like this, he said. He doesn't know how she got under there. So now he's got it so she can't get under it. He doesn't know why she went under there. But he let me know immediately because I went looking yesterday when I went for a walk. I try to walk every day. So when I was out walking, I was asking people and that I know in the neighborhood, nobody saw her. They're out, so they, because we have a bunch of neighbors. I have a lot of neighbors that walk their dogs, so they walk the whole neighborhood. So I just sent them. If I had their number, I sent them the picture. Please look for this cat. And nobody. Xavier's like, I don't know how she got it. He's like, I don't know how she did it, Mom. I says, cats are like that. She went right through the litter box and right to the food. I said, yeah. I said, she must have been sleeping when you were looking for her, because she would have probably meowed if she heard you. But they were so happy because Xavier, this cat is Xavier's. Mabel. He's had her, oh God, what did he tell me? 7 years, you know. And she's the one that does, she's the hider, you know, like Xavier says. She always hides on us. We always have to look for her, and this time we couldn't find her. And I'm like, well, yeah, you went from an apartment to a house. And he looked for that cat until 1 o'clock in the morning. He was out walking with a flashlight. He got stopped by a police officer. Somebody called the cops on him. Asking him why he was out shining a flashlight. Told the cop. Cop's like, okay. And he says, you'll see my mom too, because I was out a little while with him until I got cold. But they found her. Ooh, my stomach just growled. I should have probably ate something. So well. I think I got a little green right there, or a little red, I should say. I'm gonna try to fix it. Okay. Tricky. I think I got them all. All right, let's see. Ooh, looks nice. But we're not done. We're far from done. Because I have to flip it over and do that side too. So I got my Timo order yesterday. I was so mad. I got my money back. I had a little climbing Santa. His arm was off and he wouldn't climb. So they gave me my money, but I got these cool stickers. I'll show them all. Because I had to bring my order up enough for free shipping. So I got that one. That one. No one. That one. I like this one. My favorite one. And this one. Look at this one. It says, Happy Christmas. It's Christmas, Merry Chrysler. No idea. A snow globe. A Santa bag. Merry Christmas. This is a cool one. Lantern. Rock around the Christmas tree. Stocking. another stocking, another snow globe, a Santa, a gingerbread, a candy cane, a cupcake, Christmas gift. I think I paid $1 for this. Candy, stocking. I like this one. I'm gonna make this an ornament for Riley because she likes giraffes. Make this a Christmas magic. And a Christmas tree, a reindeer. I like this reindeer. And Coco. And that's one half of the stickers. So what I'll do is I'll put the ones I showed you out to one center. And then when I dry, I'll show you the rest. Because I got a bunch. That looks good. See, I should have, if I would have been smart, I'd have opened this like that. But, oh well. Alright. Down. Looks good. Ooh, I picked up bread somewhere. That's alright. No major deal. So, I don't know what my husband's doing, but I can hear a truck running. He's probably just starting it just because of being cold. Now that we don't drive it that much anymore because we got the car. It's cheaper to use the car. I think we're good. Ta-da! No bad dude. Well, see if my Amazon's with yours, okay? Because I'm waiting for 2 packages that were supposed to be here last night. And now it says today. Got this in, and I have glue coming in supposedly today. That one. Another little tree. This is Merry Christmas. Snowman. Little bear. Another Christmas stocking. An elf. He's cute. We have a Santa. Some gifts. Merry Christmas. Listen to Christmas music. I listen to Christmas music all year round. Christmas tree. Candy. Christmas bulb, snowman, a sled, a reindeer with lights on its head, another stocking, some bells. I think it's a rabbit. Santa on skis, a wreath. I think this is supposed to be mistletoe. Again, another Santa, and some candy that says Merry Christmas. I get paid $1 for all that. Just over $1. Oh, that feels good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a new one. Probably anything coming out of that anymore. All right. Doesn't help that I do that often. But you know what? I think this is 2 years old, so I can't complain if it goes while it dies. There we go. All right. Looking good. I think it looks good. Now to have some fun. Let's have fun. Are you having fun yet? Anyway. Okay. Ready. Yeah, I thought for $1 or $2. I know it was under $2. Because I was only shy $1.25 to make the order $10. And my order came up to 11 something after I was done. And the little climbing snowman was like $9 and some cents. Which they just told me to disregard. I'd have to return it. So, I ain't throwing it away. Scott's going to see if he can get it to work. I ain't buying another one. If not, I'll use them for something else. Oh, I'll be right back. Cammy, I thought of you today when I was down in my basement getting some more of my Christmas stuff out. I thought I'd show them. Okay, ready? Woohoo! Look at that, Tammy. That's this one. This is mine. This is my favorite one. I'll never get rid of this one. I just have to figure out where I'm going to put it. I can't remember which one you always liked. Was it this or the big one? I can't remember. Because Tammy's like, if you ever decide to get rid of it, I want it. Are you still here, Miss Tammy? So now they're sitting in my kitchen and I'm trying to figure out where to put them. Tammy. Oh. Tammy must be sleeping. You're washing dishes. Which one was it? Was it the big one that you always liked? This one? I can't remember. Or was it the smaller one? That one's my favorite. I'll never get rid of this one. It was just delayed. Oh, the small one. Yeah, that's my favorite. You know, that one I'll probably never get rid of. Yeah, when I was getting them out, I don't know. Because I was like, I stand in my kitchen and I'm like, where's my washboards this morning? So I had to go searching. Yeah, I want them. And I'm like, oh, I thought of Tammy right away. And that's one of those Christmas ornaments from the Dollar Tree. These are just little trees I got. I buy bags at sale. Bags of stuff at garage sales or Salvation Army where it's like all this. And boom. So, turned out so good. So I think I'm going to have to reglue that. It's coming off. Yeah, to reglue that. I got rid of every Dollar Tree little sign. Gnomes, my trucks. I just didn't have the room for it. The kids picked some. Y'all go look at last Christmas videos, you'll see it. I kept stuff that people made me, but the Dollar Tree stuff that I purchased, a couple of neighbors took a couple. I'm like, kids Diamond went through it, Chantel and Xavier went through. They took some. The neighbors asked them. They came over, looked through it. They took a few items, and the rest I donated. Tingling in my hands. My fingers comes and goes throughout the day. Told my doctor, I hope I don't have to give up crafting. Oh, that one got funky. Oh, yeah. Yep, tell my husband's outside, my thing is going off. Hear that? Ding! It's my camera. It's my camera. Who is this? Oh. Oh, that looks so good. So soft. Years my blanket made it today. Yay, that's good. Well, hi, DJ Fruit Loops. I laughed because I hid my. I like um, Fruity Pebbles. Okay. So when I buy it, I stick it up so the kids don't eat it. Well, Allie the other day got the step stool. She was up there and she's like, "There's Fruity Pebbles in here." Cause this is the day before they had cornflakes. And Allie goes, "You've been hiding out on us or something." So funny. I'm like, "Well, I have to have my pleasure too." See, look at, but that's all right because you'll open it and you won't see that. I'm like, well, oh man.
David,
Yeah,
where?
I am live.
Yeah, take a breath.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Be right back. The hubby wants me. I'll give this time to dry them, so don't smear it.
Does it look like I'm going to touch my hands or not? Ropes. Better.
Look straighter. Thank you.
That basically I loosened up the ropes in the back, tightened in, adjusted the one nearest truck in front, and moved the one in the back, or moved the one in front towards the side. Move that out towards the front one.
One that broke.
Yeah, I think so.
One I replaced.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't put it back where it should.
you left it in the stake, right? Or you left the stake in the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I moved the whole stake.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't due to the fact of the rope.
And I replaced the ones that were in the ground, the hold them. They were kind of popping up. So,
Well, yeah, that'll screw with it too.
so when I got
Okay. You get the longer steel ones?
no little plastic ones from another one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those black ones?
yeah.
Like laying on the one that's laying on the floor? Right.
Because the steel, it's kept on, whoops, kept on popping them up. He was popped up.
Oh, yeah, no, all it does that big little beds and it's not gonna do anything.
Yep. Sorry about that. Scott fixed my outdoor Santa. He kept on leaning forward. So he was
Leaning backward.
leaning backwards. So he went on and fixed him for me. Because I asked him. And he's a nice man.
Hey, don't ruin my reputation. Tell me I'm a nice man for crying out loud. What the heck is going on in this world?
Oh my god. Yep, that's it. Gotta love him. Sometimes I wonder why, but I love him. Oh. Okay. He's gone. He left the building. I should have did that in a different color. You can't even see it. Can you see that? No. So let's line it back up. I did that. Reach. Nope. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. My hubby says tie him up first. He upstairs. Yeah, that works. Now I have to do the other side. Tina's kinky crafty. Yeah, he'll lose his bad boy image. Well, we have a neighbor across the street. His name is Paul, and I told he he says to us that he's he's older than Scott and I by probably 10 years, and or maybe I think he's 59, going on 60, if I remember right, but whatever. Um, but he watches Scott and I like work in the yard, and he says to us, You guys work so good together. Tells me that all the time. You guys get along so well. I'm like, yeah, outdoors. I said, Paul, we don't get along all the time. That's it's not normal. I said if we never had a disagreement, didn't argue, tell each other, go kiss each other's butts. I go and I laughed because he was over because something with his car. So his car was in our garage and he was working on it. And then him and Scott came in the house or something, and I'm cooking. And sure smells good. He goes, what are you cooking? And then I told him. And so after I finished cooking, he was still over. And he lives with his 94-year-old mother, by the way. 94 years old. She looks, and so I put it some in the dish and gave it to him to take home that night for him and his mom. And very good neighbors. They always have that. Paul kind of would look out for Dad because they live directly across from us. So if me and Scott weren't around, he'd kind of peek, see any movement or anything with Scott's dad, and he'd let us know. And I laughed because I said to Scott, I probably did that 8 times, 10 times. So I moved here, which is no big deal. I said to Scott, if I was single, he'd be over here all the time eating. It seems like he always shows up when I'm eating. Because I do a lot of crock pot things. Put a crock pot set on the counter, cooks up clocks. And he liked this thing. He's like, his mom's like, I need this recipe. And I told Paul, I said, I don't have a recipe. He goes, what? I can write down what I did, but it's not a recipe. Well, I'll write it down. So all it was a can, 2 cans of sliced potatoes, drained, seasoned, an onion, a can of mushrooms, and hamburger fried up. And I cooked them like the hamburger by itself, and tossed the potatoes and onion, green pepper, and then cooked that up. And I put it in the hamburger drained the hamburger, put it into the platter or cake dish size. Laid the potatoes down, put some hamburger, put some spaghetti sauce over them, put the layer of potatoes down. Oh, and cheese, layer of cheese. Put some potatoes down. Potatoes, hamburger, cheese, and then I put sauce on it. And I did like that twice in a cake dish. Then I put it in the oven for like 30 minutes. And took it out and served it. His mom loved it. She's like, because there's sometimes that she doesn't want to eat. She's at that stage. So Paul goes, I need that. So I wrote it down for him. Paul's like, I made it twice. Plus I told him, I said, we don't use salt because of Scott's heart condition. So everything I use now is Mrs. Dash. So he went on about a whole mess load of Mrs. Dash. And she loved it. I don't even know if there's a name. He goes, what you mean? I said, my grandpa, my mom used to make this. I don't know what it's called. Like, I thought And then we did tuna steaks. I did tuna steaks one night. And and Paul was over. And then I had 4 of them. So a lot of times I'll cook 4, and then me and Scott will have it the next day also, depending on what it is. With tuna steaks, I got lazy because I usually separate the tuna steaks, but I got lazy. Usually I put 2 per package for just me and Scott, and I didn't do this one, so I did 4. So I cooked them up like I normally would. And vegetable, potatoes, and Paul took that home, and Paul said, love it, because they want her to stay off red meat. So that was the first time she had to. She goes, I don't think I ever had tuna steak. Scott and I eat a lot of since his heart, we gave up a lot of red meat. He doesn't like turkey, so, but he likes tuna, so I get tuna. So the address will be right there. It's cool. I'm not going to put Merry Christmas on that. So that's the Christmas one. I only need one Christmas one. So that's that. Let's have some fun. Woohoo! Let's get wild. So I've got different colors sitting here. I'm just going to go for it. Whatever it comes across, we're going to use it. That's the green and red. Kind of got mixed together on my palette. I ain't worried about it. We're going to make it work. Let's see what's left on the sponges. Not much on that one. Oh, look at the red. Let's come over there. Let's have fun. All right. Now, if you're going to mail these, don't glue any extra stuff on them. It'll just add weight. You don't want to do that. That's my opinion. I mean, if you want, go ahead. But this and dry. I got the plague. I feel like that sometimes on this YouTube lately. It's like, where is everybody? Hi, Dawn! Miss America! Miss America! You wave, you wave. Now we're in trouble. Dawn's in the house. Woo, 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 woo! How am I doing? Well, let's see. My bathrooms. We looked at flooring yesterday at Menards because we can't make up our mind about the flooring. Me and Scott keep going back and forth about that. So we're gonna wait till spring. But the zinc's in. Looks awesome. I guess. They're running all these tests on me at I had to go for a stress test for my heart. I scan of my lungs. And I go see a doctor because my hands are going numb. They put me on medication. It makes me feel like I'm stoned. My hands are going numb. So I go into the clinic in the 2nd of January. And they put all these little needles in me, I guess. Like he caught instead of like acupuncture. I go next week on 5th, I believe. I got it all wrote down. Yeah, because I'm having chest pains. They put me on, and he put me on anxiety medication. He thinks it might be anxiety, but he wants to make sure. And then I was telling him how when I sleep, my legs jump, or like, and I can't remember what they called it. There's a name for it. So that's why they're doing a nerve test. They'll be doing it on my legs as well, not just my hands. The needles. I guess. I don't know how. I don't know until I go there. Restless leg syndrome. Yep. That's the name. Yep, you got it. I tell you, it sucks getting old. I said to him, I said, there's days I said you could have slammed my hand with a hammer. I probably wouldn't feel it. So they're doing all that. That's coming up. Stress test and a lung test are the next week. But they couldn't get me in for my hand or the nerves until January. Oh, and I have a colonoscopy in January, so hell yeah. Fun. Right now, the fingertips are numb. They're tingly. I feel like they're asleep. At least they ain't going down my hands. Because I tell you, when it's the whole hand, I can't even go like this. When I go like this when it really hurts, I have to force it. And oh my God. I said to him, I said, I hope I don't have to give up painting or, Yep. Thing is I've had this where my finger, it was just I think these two. I can't remember, but it's not carpal tunnel. Because we thought maybe it was carpal tunnel, but now it's all my hand, my whole fingers in my palm. Because they did once saw something for my carpal tunnel, and it wasn't carpal tunnel. Now it's just getting worse. So at night I have to put braces on. I sleep with braces on my arms and my thumb. It's a brace and it's metal plated here. It seems to help a little bit, but not all the time. Because I wake up crying from it when it starts happening. I have tears rolling down. I told my doc, I have tears rolling down my cheeks. I can't take this. I said, this is very painful. I'd rather go through labor again than go through this. Because was it Thanksgiving? The day after Thanksgiving, the Diamond saw she was here. Girls spent the night. They had a girls' night, and it happened, and I am just crying. I was like, Mom, you gotta get that looked at. I said, well, I go tomorrow, or I go Monday or Tuesday. Monday. I think I went Monday. She's like, Jesus. She's ice packing it. Nothing helps. And rubbing it just. I've done like ice packs. I've done hot water. I've done it all. And that day it lasted for almost 4 hours. You can get over that. What causes it? I have no idea. It's pretty bad when I have to start drinking my Pepsi out of this. I have to drink my Pepsi with a straw because I couldn't grab my Pepsi. I couldn't grab my Pepsi. And I'll ask my daughter and her sense of humor. We better get this checked out because I am wiping your butt. It's too early to do that, she says. You know what? We should ask your friend if there's a way to stop that during my lives. Because somebody told me there is, but I don't know how. So we should ask, what's your friend's name again? She was on last night about stopping these commercials in the middle of life, if we have that choice. Because that just started happening, in last month? Hi. Yes, hi. Oh, I was telling Dawn about my hands. About the numbness. Today it's actually a good day because I can bend them. But my fingertips are. I'm hoping the medication they put me on will kick in. It's kicking in because he did tell me it's going to make me drowsy and feel like I'm lightheadedness until my body gets used to it. I feel stoned right now. Yeah. Yep. They are. And I iced them this morning because I laughed at Xavier has an ice maker and he brings me ice once he gets back from his, because my son works 2 jobs. He works his regular job and then he's a bus driver, and he gets home by 9 o'clock and he brings me ice every other day. So I put it in a bowl with water and I put my hands in them. Yep, I'm Rocky Mountain High. Yes. I called the doctor about that because I took it last night. First one last night. I took it this morning at 10 o'clock. I was late by an hour because usually I take my pills by 9, but I slept in. So it was about 10:15. And all of a sudden, within an hour, I was like, whoa. So I called him immediately to see if there was, and he's like, yep. Forgot what the name of it is. I have to take twice a day, and then I go to 3 times a day. So I have to, it's 9 o'clock and 9 o'clock at night. So I have to figure out a good time in between 9 and 9. So it's got, I think, six, I think, like I said, 3-ish would be another good time. 3 or 4, I said. But damn. But he said after it's in my system a little while, it won't feel like, I can't even talk. It won't be as bad as it is right at the beginning. But I tell you, I'm glad I don't smoke dope because, man. Yeah, they're a little puffy. Yeah. But everything else other than this, I lost 10 pounds, quarter from May to now, which is cool. I noticed that because my pants were falling off my hips. All my blood work came back good, except of course the lack of acid, because where my body doesn't build enough acid, so I have to take acid tablets. Heck, that's still there, but my numbers were good. I was very pleased with that. But this hand thing, we don't know if when I fell and hit outside this summer is when I fell and I hit my elbow. But they took an X-ray of my elbow. There's nothing wrong with my elbow, so it's not bone. So he's like, why didn't you come in, or why didn't you do emergency? He goes, you are the He goes, girl. I said, I only smacked it. I didn't, I don't run to the doctor. I'm not that type of person. He says you need to be because, yeah, that's what he said, nerve damage. That's what he's thinking. So I do have sciatica, because I get shots in my back. I did that this summer. So I already have nerve damage problem. So I'm going back to my nerve doctor. Usually me and Scott use plates when we eat. Of course, no plates, but usually real plates. I made him go out and buy paper plates the other day because I dropped a plate. Glad it didn't break, because it just all of a sudden just goes numb. It just happens. So I made him go buy paper plates. So now when I make dinner, it's on a paper plate. And I've been using a plastic Pepsi glass if I need a glass. Because I broke a coffee mug the other day. Because the hand just decided to stop. So, you know a lot, Don. You always have good advice. I don't remember what time you told me something about medical after Scott's heart. I looked it up and and the doctor looked at me and goes, and I can't remember what it was, but you told me, and I mentioned it to Scott's doctor when we went and saw him, and he goes, I'll look, okay, I can check that. And he's like, how do you know? I don't remember what it was, but he's like, how do you know that? I'm like, oh, a friend's mom. But he was good on it. I just can't remember what it was. I made this one. I even asked him if it's because I drink too much Pepsi. I mean, he's like, and he goes, I don't think so. Because if it's a caffeine thing related, I will try to quit, I'm not going to live with hands that quit working on me and cause me so much pain. If it's too much caffeine, because I've heard things like that, I'll beat it. I'll try, But it goes up my arm as well. That's why he thinks it's a nerve. But yeah, I told him I can't take it anymore. Ouch. Diamond said for me to say I have to quit Pepsi means I'm in pain. So my husband brings this in to me last night. I saved this for you, honey. You haven't had a cherry Pepsi in 4 months? Damn, Don. There it is. Well, if I have to, they come back and tell me that I have to give up my caffeine, too much caffeine intake or whatever, I'll do it. I ain't gonna give up. My it'll be hard, but start my medication and because they gave me an anxiety medication. My doctor's funny, because this anxiety medication. Well, we were talking about my anxiety because it's been off the wall lately. Don't know what it is. It could be the holiday season. But I told him I want to quit smoking. So this anxiety medication he has me on will assist me to quit smoking too. But I said to Doc, because even Scott, he told me Scott mentioned it when Scott was in there a week. Scott had an appointment with him a week prior to mine. And he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do, Doc. He says, he said to the doctor, Tina's just, as my grandpa and my father-in-law put it, I'm the Energizer Bunny, going 100 miles per hour. And then my anxiety kicks in. My grandkids love root beer too. Yeah. And like, I wanted the bathroom done before Thanksgiving. Why isn't it going to the wall, I kind of told him everything going on with friends that I lost this year, my father-in-law, my daughter-in-law, my son sometimes. And that's where they think the chest pains are coming in from my anxiety. So that's why I have to go for a stress test. And I'm going to check my heart. I have that too. I have 3 appointments in one day. I go for my stress test, my lung scan, and then an EKG, something like that. A better. So 3 appointments in one day at the same. All I do is go 1 floor, 2 floors up. Well, EEG or yeah, to make sure there's nothing. My valves are open. And nothing's going on with the hot ticker. Because I do have heart conditions in my family, but he thinks this is the anxiety causing these chest pains that I've been having. And my anxiety. It's weird because I don't. And then my vertical. Oh my god. The medication for my because I get vertigo. With my stress, I go into full vertigo. The other day, Saber and kids got to me and boom, boom. So Yeah. Yeah. That's what Scott said because I already just cleaned the floor in this room. Yeah. That's what I said. I said this to my doc. I said, we got to figure out what's going on with my hands because I can't give up crafting. I can't give up art journaling. And how am I going to wipe my butt if I can't feel my hand? But he thinks it's nerve related. He asked me because I asked him. I said, "Well, how will they test that?" He goes, "Little needles." I don't get it. And I'm like, he goes like acupuncture, and I went, "Ah, do you have possible or non-possible vertigo?" I don't know. What's the difference? I know it's have vertigo. He thinks that's because of my eyes, but I don't get how vertical in my eyes. It just happens when I get stressed, or if I sleep on a low like um. To give you an example, we used to do the sleepovers at Diamonds for Nana and Papa's. Well, sleepover. Slumber party we switch pajamas every year, and Scott would bring in our mattress, our camping mattress that we have, and we put it on Diamond's floor. I'd leave Diamonds with vertical, so I can't. So if I sleep like that on the floor, for some reason, boom, full vertical. When you can get repositioned, you can't get. Yeah. Oh yeah, my girlfriend, the last bit. What we're doing this year is we're putting the pajamas in. We bought a few years ago. Diamond and I went and bought gift bags, and we put them in gift bags, and we put numbers on the gift bags, and that's instead of buying another set this year, we're going to because we all we do is we pick them, pack them, and we put them in a Rubbermaid. So we're gonna put them in the bags. Tim is bringing the ones over that he got. What he's dropping them off because nobody wears them except one night that night. So instead of keep buying, we're gonna um, draw names and or draw numbers, and what number you get is what you have to wear. So I have to put my cow in there because my cow was upstairs. Um, and if you get one that you can't fit, you get to draw again. Like Sam last year, he got elf, and then when he went to put it on, he didn't fit him, so he got to draw another bag. Because I said nobody's wearing them other than that night. So we came up with this idea instead of always going out and buying every year. Ouch. But yeah, that's the ninth. Not this weekend, the weekend after we are doing that. I'm gonna have a house full. I have see, Diamond six. Tim is I don't know if Jocelyn will be there, so I'll just say five. And Elizabeth, Xavier, and I'll come in here to spend the night. Oh, and Xavier and Chantel, but they only have to walk across the yard. They're not going to spend the night. Um, yeah, I have a lot of people in it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crowded and fun. And we're having pizza and chips, popcorn. We're buying those little cookies that you can just throw in the oven. And the next day, there's a place here in Green Bay. It's called Uncle Mike's. They make Kringles, however you want to put it, and they're so good. So we pre-ordered them already, and Tim's gonna pick them up on on his way over because the place is on the east side. So he's gonna swing in and pick them up for Sunday, so that we don't have to run. Um, so I pre-ordered them. already paid for. All he does is swing in and say, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Yes, I haven't been reading. Good idea. I know you guys have PJs over the years. Every few years I get shots and for spurs in my foot. My back behind me right. Sounds painful. Fun. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Sounds like fun. Listen. Here's that ice castle place I sent you. Did you get the ice castle place I sent you? No. How'd you send it? Was it in the mail? Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay. Oh, that, right? Yes, I've been there. Long time ago. They do that every year. Yep. Colorado, Utah, Minnesota, New York, New Hampshire, Wisconsin. Yeah. It's been a while since I've done it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's been a It's cool on. This the one I want to say 10. They do that. I think 10 years ago. So it's been a while. We went and saw it. They've done that for a couple years now. But I started my Christmas. Where is it? Oh, that just popped. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Let this dry. I started my Christmas one for the month. December, always December by itself. Maybe Thanksgiving in front, but usually it's just Christmas. Did our house, the living room. This is the Christmas tree. I love how it looks right there. And then outside. The next thing will be in here. It's probably the sleepover or oh shoot. Oh no. I'll have to ask Diamond. Coda's Christmas concert. I don't remember when she told me it was. I didn't write it down. And I hope it's not in one of my appointments. Yeah, because I don't want to cancel them. But if I can't go, I can't go. Oh, I write myself a note here. So my daughter's coming over to get. I know. I don't write myself a note. I'll forget. Yes, I am. I'm just waiting for it to come in the mail or Amazon. I got everything wrapped. I should take a picture of the tree and know with all the gifts under. Everything's wrapped. I'm waiting for Leah's Christmas present and Diamonds and one Coda's and Sam's. But everybody else is done. Now Leah is not done, but Leah and I are going grocery shopping because she wanted a coffee pot where you can put the little things in and click. So I got her that, and she wants groceries. She is away at school, so we're gonna go get her like microwave meals. And I told her I'd take her grocery shopping, and I paid. I shouldn't say me and Scott paid for her phone bill for 3 months. Because she's at college right now. And so we covered her phone bill for 3 months. We got her the little coffee pot. I bought a mug for her that goes with it. Cause and then I don't know, me and Scott. And then I'm gonna have her pick out what she likes. Um, the little like teas. She wants tea. I know she said apple cider and like any coffees. Oh, the egg maker we gave this. We gave that to Scott's foster sister. Actually, it was I couldn't find it. Did I tell you that? I told you about the egg maker he bought for me. So it like life easier, and I never used it. Well, I couldn't find it because he kept on saying, "Take your egg maker, take your air oven fryer," and all that. And we could never find the egg maker. We don't know what happened to it. Well, then, because when we find something, we ask the family, "Do you want this?" We go through the grandkids, and then we ask Sue, Scott's foster sister. Because I don't like the electric can opener, brand new electric can opener. I can't get it to work. Nobody wants it, so I still have it. So I was telling, asking the kids, everybody had one. Diamond had one, Sam had one, Sue had one. And I said, well, I found the can opener, and that's how I found out about the egg maker. I said, still haven't found the egg maker. And she goes, from Dad? Dad's? I'm like, yeah. I said, he gave it to me, but I can't find it. She goes, oh, I have that. She's had it for like probably the last time I saw it on the counter. Yep. He gave it to Sue because she makes eggs for her dog. She goes, you want it bad? You want it? I'm like, no. Dad gave it to you. Keep it. So he must have forgot he gave it to Sue. Yep. Before I donate anything, I asked the kids, even and if they want, like my Christmas I went through, I asked the kids, they went through it. I even asked the ladies, the 2 neighbor ladies and they came over and went through. Yep. Then I went to donation. Yep. But it was funny about the egg maker. Yeah. I know. Yep. Damn egg maker. I was like, why the hell would you buy me an egg maker? Because he was trying to make life simpler on me. And I only used it once. I don't think I used it once. Yep. Let's see. What's the newest one this time? Oh, ready? Saber messages me. I'm on live. About 11:30. Mom, can you look? Our cat got out. It's pretty catty. Matt, Mabel. We couldn't find him anywhere. So I ended my live. It's dark out. When I go look underneath the trailer, behind the garage. So do that. I looked for her yesterday when I was out walking, and I talked to a few ladies and guys that walk their dogs every day. Showed them pictures of Mabel. So I get a video. Sweaty. Ready? Oh, I can't show it because. Well, I'll show it. There's a swear word in here.
Look who we found underneath the fucking washer. She was stuck under the washer. I don't even know how she wiggled her way underneath. I don't know how long she's been underneath the washer. You're gonna have to put some
4 days. 3 days, they couldn't find that cat. I even said, Xavier, when he's telling me, did you look here? Did you look here? So I went through their house and looked. I went to the basement and looked. I didn't find her either. So this is the only spot they could figure out she could get in.
Seriously, how did she get under there? There's like no space for her, and she's fat. None at all. We even looked behind it yesterday. Didn't see her tail sticking out. Fucking cat. You all better, Mabel? Yeah.
Sorry about the language. Yeah. So there goes. Yeah. For 3 days. They couldn't find her for 3 days. And she is the one that hides the most. So they didn't think anything of it, except they noticed that her food wasn't being touched because she is on a special diet, so her food's somewhere else. So we looked for her thinking she got out. Nope, no tracks, nothing. He looked on his Ring camera. I looked on my camera. No cat. So Xavier said he came back downstairs last night and he heard meow, meow. And then he followed it and he goes, here she is underneath the damn washer. But yeah, we were looking for her. I looked for her. He looked for her. They haven't touched. I said, when did you do laundry? He goes, Thursday. They did laundry on Thursday. So, and then they realized, yeah, at least she wasn't out in our weather. That was the biggest thing that was bothering Xavier, is that it's so cold right now. That's what he was really worried about. But that's Xavier's cat. He's had her for, what did he tell me, 7 years? And I told him, I said, I laughed at my, like, he could, because they say he went from apartment to a house. I said, there's a lot of room in a house to disappear. Welcome to cat life. He's like, I don't know how the hell she got under there. You can figure it out. Cats are cats. Well, that's what Xavier said. That's why he checked with me, because their other cat, Fox, you let her out the back. If they didn't put her on the harness, she'd go over the fence. Just like Scout, you take Scout for a walk. When they decide to take the dogs for a walk, they have to come our direction because he pulls them. And then when they get to our driveway, he starts going right up to the driveway. He knows. Scout knows this is Nan and Papa's. What? I thought it was funny. Under the washer. Of all the places. Because I even said to him, because they put their tree up Sunday. And I said, did you check the Rubbermaids? She's like, what? I said, Saber, did you check your Christmas Rubbermaids? He goes, no, why would I do that? I said, she could have been in the Rubbermaid and you didn't realize it. So we went and checked it. I mean, he's like, and that's how we ended up in the basement. He goes, nope, they ain't a chain of Rubbermaids. But like, at least she was found. She ain't out in our bitter cold, because that was really bothering Xavier. He was having a hard time. That thinking she was out in this cold. And I said, how would she get out? And the only time that Chantel could think that they got out is when she went to start her car. And she didn't, the door to the house didn't latch, and the dog opened it. I said I could see, and I made a comment. I said I could see Fox doing that, trying to escape, because Foxy likes to escape. But I said, and I bet I don't see Mabel doing it, because when the cat stayed with me, I never saw Mabel out, only once or twice, and that was only when I rattled treats. I told her, Debbie, you should have rattled treats. He goes, I did. I said, but where'd you do it? He goes, upstairs. I said, yeah, so you should have went downstairs and rattled treats. He says, I'll remember that if she disappears next time, because usually she comes when they rattle the little treat thing, because she's the one that hides. They have two cats that come out all the time, and then there's a 3 that don't. Mabel, Nato, and Diesel. They like to hide when I'm over. They'll be on the cat thing. But if you walk in the room, they yeah, they didn't think to go downstairs. They just sat at the top of the stairs and rattled it. Yeah, I said you should have went downstairs. Sarah's like, I don't know how the hell she managed to get in there. Hi, Brenda. I swear I saw Brenda. There we are. Morning, Brenda. How are you? Or afternoon? Yep. Well, every time I see a fox, she's got cobwebs on her because she's up in the rafters. I'll be right back, ladies. La 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 la. Alrighty, I'm back. Whew. I am done with Christmas shopping, except for the food. We're going non-traditional. We're doing the hell is it called? I don't remember what it's called, but it's shrimp, potatoes, corn, and Polish sausage or smoked sausage. Diamond wants to add crab legs to it, gumbo or whatever. We're doing that this year. Shrimp, yeah, shrimp in it. Ooh, twin steaks and chicken fajitas sound good too. We're gonna do it on the grill. Jambalaya, I think it's called, something like that. Did you? I didn't look yet. I'll have to look after this. And then pies. And Scott wants the sauce, and we always do sausage and cheese. Thing is I used to do all this ham, scalloped potatoes, all that, and we'd have so much leftovers and go to waste that I found it. I limited it. So, and I was watching all these things on Facebook, and I'm sent this time. I'm like, this looks really good. Chantel can't have the spice, the Old Bailey's. So, and she can't have the shrimp. So, I'm buying the summer sausage, the corn, the potatoes, and something. I'm missing something we're putting in there. And Xavier's gonna cook her separate at his house so that we don't contaminate with the shrimp, because she can go. She has an allergic reaction. Yeah, it's like a boil. Yeah, and you don't know. I don't know. What else I was gonna say? And then we're gonna have pies. And Diamond's making tonight's cheese and spinach with raviolis. I made garlic bread, meatballs, and I didn't have the ruditori or whatever, the white stuff that like you put in lasagna. So I used sour cream instead. And I spread that over put the Texas toast down, spread the sour cream, put the meatballs down, put a layer of cheese, and then spaghetti sauce over the top. And we had that last night. Scott liked it. What he doesn't realize is they were turkey meatballs. See? And he didn't even realize it. Well, he's supposed to not have so much red meat, so I'm trying. But he's stubborn. Yep. He didn't even realize it. You know what I did? Is I kept the beef meatball bag from when I made meatballs this summer when we were moving. I made meatballs and sloppy joes so everybody could eat. I kept that bag, and I bought the turkey meatballs and put them in the beef bag. So if you think when I pour them out, he thinks they're beef. Yeah. Yep. Hamburger's hard because hamburger. The only way I get told that I can change the color of turkey meat is to put red food dye in it. Because they tried that one and they busted me. But you know what? The doctor says I'm doing something good because Scott signed papers that I could just, like you can discuss stuff with the doctor, Scott, because Scott and I have the same family doctor. Scott signed and I signed paperwork that I guess we can he can tell us or talk about Scott to me, okay? And so he asked me when I was in there if I had any concerns about Scott, and I said, no, I think he's doing real well. And he goes, I think he's doing real good too. And he goes, Scott told the doctor, I bought that Mediterranean cookbook and I use it. He goes, and so when we were talking, I said to the doctor, I don't buy canned goods anymore, especially vegetables. Oh, paprika. Oh, I'll have to remember that. But I was telling him, he won't eat turkey. I can't get him to eat the turkey. I said, because it's healthier than beef. I said, he refuses. I don't know what to do about it. I said, when I told him about the meatballs, he laughed. He was laughing. He goes, good. You don't know, don't tell him. But he was laughing that I kept the bag, bought the turkey meatballs, and put it in that bag. It's like, he was just rolling. But he said whatever the changes that Scott and I have made it's helped. But I just have to figure out what's going on with my hands because nerves. And one thing, it's another. There we go. Ouch. If I turn one a certain direction once in a while, I get this like little pain. Isn't that cool? But yeah. I did. He didn't notice. He thought I sent it home with Diamond. Nope. Diamond and I mixed it up when we did Sloppy Joe's one night. It was still here. So Diamond grabbed the turkey, put it in with the hamburger, and mixed it up. And he didn't even notice. Yep. So what I've been doing is I do more turkey and a little bit of regular beef. You don't realize it. Oh, look at that. That turned out cool. That's that thing Scott gave me. That piece of styrofoam. You know, my husband, like this, before he throws something away, he always asks us, do you want this, baby? And he asked me last night, you want this? I'm like, yeah, we'll see what it does. Look at that. That's awesome. Looks like a moon. Ooh, I gotta do something now. Okay. No. I gotta get in a roll. Let's do it this. I'm gonna lay this down. I'm gonna go change my water, guys, in my little thing here. This thing. And I'll be right back. Okay? Because I want to do something now. Woo! So don't go anywhere. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry it took so long, but we have rules in place, me and Scott. One rule is I have to go to the basement and use the sink down there, not the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink. Because, okay. It's a rule he put in effect. And I agree. Well, I get it. He bought all new faucets for me for downstairs and a spray thing, which I didn't know about. So I got the faucets and a spray thing. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh. Okay. You can hear. Okay. All right. Okay. Especially the bathroom. He told me to kick my butt because there's the zinc in the bathroom is brand new. Brand new used, but the guy never used it. He bought it new and his wife didn't like it. So he put it on Marketplace and we got a $200 Kohler bathroom zinc that I actually had in the shopping cart at Lowe's for $40. But we're gonna see if this works. So for the spot that I keep messing up, there we go. Ah! I gotta get me a new one after Christmas. I don't buy anything for myself during December. It's for everybody else. Okay, I take it back. I bought myself a new journal. But other than that, I don't buy anything for me. Oh, and I bought myself some glue. Because and it was running out of the glitter glue or barely glue. And on Black Friday, I went on barely glue and compared and found a better deal than art glitter glue this time around, which should be here today. But everybody else is done. Sam just waiting for them to show up because I ordered them through Amazon. What is done? God, he's getting hard to buy for. So is Allie. Riley was easy. I hit Hobby Lobby this summer. I bought probably $300 worth of stuff for $90. And then Diamond and I went through and decided what I gave her for Christmas and what she'd get for her birthday. But Allie's going to tough her to buy for. And Coda, he was really hard. He's into rocks. Everything's rocks. So I bought him a rock painting kit. I bought him some like kit that you can do some with the rocks. It's not like painting them. And I got him this little controller that he wanted where he could put it in his controller and it has a keypad. Got him that. I got him some DVDs and he's getting Double G's rock tumbler. Which we're giving him at Christmas. I'm giving it to him at Christmas, but it's Hi baby. You're on the kitchen table.
Okay. Are you still live?
Yeah, why?
Okay. I have to print something, but I don't need it right this minute. I can print it like tomorrow or something.
I can print at the same time I'm live. Is it in Messenger?
No, I have to find it.
Oh, okay. But I've been on here 2 hours, so I was just waiting for you. I can end.
Okay. Well, I don't want to rush you.
Well, just let me finish one thing because I was just want to see how this turns out, and then we'll go. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
And my professional daughter. She goes to school. She's gonna take care of me in her elderly years and get me a good-looking man and wipe my butt.
Okay. If you say so. I'll do my best.
Okay. I love my children the same, but the one that's going to be more responsible for making sure her parents are taken care of will be my daughter. I know that. That's the reality.
As long as it's after I come back from Europe.
Yep, I'll be fine. Ooh, whoops. Dinah's going to Europe, guys. That's her dream. Should forget it.
Hopefully I'm going to Scotland in like a year.
That would be cool. You go to Scotland. I'll have a list of what you can bring me back.
It's my graduation present to myself is Scotland, and I want to go. So I have to get a passport, though.
I'd work. What the hell?
I need to get a passport anyways. You should always have one.
Yeah, and they take long.
Yeah.
They,
Leah's took like 2 months.
huh?
Leah's took like 2 months.
Yep. I would say. You know, it used to be like what, a week or 2 weeks. Now it's long. Okay, here we go. It's supposed to be a moon. What do you think?
It looks like a sun.
Or sun? Oh yeah, it's sky. It's not black, so where it could be a moon. That's cool. I think it looks cool, doesn't it? I want to go to Scotland for a month.
That's me.
Oh, that's you. But Diamond's here. Y'all can hear her. It looks cool, don't it? I'm gonna do one with black. The other side, I'll do black and do it, make it look like a night one. I like how Daddy gave me that. He asked me if I wanted it, so I put paint on. Oh, by the way, this medication they put me on makes me stoned.
Good for you.
What's the earrings?
Christmas tree cakes.
Oh, them are cute.
Very much my shirt.
What's your shirt say?
I wouldn't do anything for a Klondike bar, but I do some sketchy shit for a Christmas tree cake.
You guys can open that shirt. I got you. Over here. You guys gotta see this shirt. This is so cool. All right.
Sam bought them for me because they're my favorite Debbie snack.
Okay, look at this shirt she's got on, guys. It says, a better one. There we go. I wouldn't do anything for a Klondike bar, but I would do some sketchy stuff for some Christmas tree cake. And her earrings match.
Here. I'll just take one out. Oh, your hands are covered.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say. And her earrings match. Them are cute. Oh, but you look good today. Not that you don't look
Thank
good.
you.
Not that you don't look good any other day, but you look cute. Cute.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna go hang with my daughter. Are you in a hurry today?
I have to go to the grocery store, but that's it.
Okay. So we're gonna go visit with my daughter for a few minutes before she has to rush out. Brenda says the very north of Scotland is beautiful. I was
Yeah,
in
I wanna
every
go to
major
Highlands.
city in Scotland except Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Ran out of time. I loved all the East Coast towns, especially Adamman, A-B-E-R. A-B-E-E-R.
Edinburgh. Aberdeen.
All right. Thanks for coming in, guys. Have a wonderful day. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now. Love yous all. Thanks for coming in. Okay, I'll clean this up.
Yeah, I found out the one I had you print was wrong. So
Which one?
the one that was like, I think like 5 pages. Sorry.
They're on it. So go recycle, and then they're on the table. So is that return slip. I printed 2 copies of that for you. That's all right. Shit happen. Huh? Yeah, I'm out of regular printer paper. That's stuff that Dad got years ago from. Oh, I'm still alive. Oop,